Could you gentlemen tell me when you started working in the mills and what you did?
I started working in the mill in '33 and worked up until '64. So did.
How old are you now?
72.
So how old were you when you started working in the mills?
I was around about 42, something like that, about 42.
When you were working in the mills in '33, could you tell me what you were doing?
I was a sweeper. Started off with sweeper, and then on and on, I run cars for some, cow way, pick up way, blow down the, clean up in that hose pipe, blow the top down, And then I had to, when all that done, I had to clean it up and had to rush to do that. Then I had to get out there in about 4 hours and give it 4 hours to do it. It's all that big old place.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I did.
What did you do?
I gather 12 and hope sweep the hair, you're doing some of everything.
Yeah, you can handle that's a special job.
Yeah, ain't no special. They put you on this. It's a big short, you're gonna be on his job until you come in, you see. But,
When did you start working in the mills?
It's about 30, let me see, around about 38. Around 38 when he started working in the mill.
I can tell you better than I can, because I ain't been paying that no attention.
Because he got sick,
I had to quit.
He had to quit. I worked longer than he did, but he stayed there.
Now, in '33, was there a union in that mill?
The union always tried to get in there, but they wouldn't never accept them. They wouldn't do it. They been up there about, I don't know, to my knowing, about 5 or 6 different times, But they won't accept the union up there. Every time the union tried to get in there, they used to give 2 or 3 cent raise, That's sure did. They wouldn't accept it.
And do you remember any strikes in your mill?
Well, yeah, I do. I was laid off up there, for about 2 weeks. They striking for, where they finally got together and went back. So that's the only one I was in, at the time. The only one I can remember was that one strike was up there.
When was that?
And that was along in 53. 53.
Now, what mill did you work in?
Swift on 6th Avenue.
Now, in '33, '34, there was a big strike in Swift. Do you remember that?
That was 34, I believe, was it? Yeah, right, 34. Yeah, I remember some things went on there then. I sure did. But we was out of work a while, but stayed out of work about a couple of weeks then. But finally, they made an agreement, went back to work, and to give about a nickel raise on that. That everything got settled. And every time the union tried to come in there, all the time we got a little raise. So when I started work up there, I worked 35 cents an hour, me and him both. And went on up. When I quit work, retired, I was making $4.30. That's all I was making. My paycheck always, when I first started working, it run about $28, $30 a week. That was 7 days, too, I'm talking about.
Could you tell us about, would the union let you be a member?
Well, the union, they were marching around there, they begging them to come on join them, but they wouldn't let them do it. They scared they would lose the job. I got cards and things signed with them, I did. Several of us did, but it didn't do no good. So they ain't tried to come up there lately, but they just wouldn't accept them.
We're trying to think now about 1934, when you first started working in the mills. Would the union let you, as a black person, be a member of the union?
No, not then. Joe wouldn't. Joe wouldn't. It changed up from that. Joe wouldn't.
Could you tell me about the? Just a moment, we want to get this. Better let this get by first. Rolling. Could you tell me about how'd you get along with the white people and the black people in the mills?
Well, we didn't. We was all separated. You know what I mean? The black folk, they done the nasty work in there, you know, and they had to wait on the white. And they had at the time, you know, when they had a thing by along that truck there, and they had the dope man come there and bring groceries, you know, drinks and things for them to eat. And we had to keep it working till the white people got there and got what they wanted, then paid him. And then when all the white people got what they wanted, all the best of it, then he had a little whistle, one for pushing the thing around, he would blow it. And we better not put our hand on nothing, he had to reach and get it. Sure did. What left? But that would help.
Just a moment, the plane across. When we talked before about two gates, could you tell me that story again?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
They had a front gate in the mill. Here's a whole block wide. And you come up to the front gate, that's where you first come into the mill. Well, we had to go way out there, somewhere, you know, on 16 over there to park, the mill on 15, but you had to go on 16 to park. The white people had the parking lot. And then when we found park somewhere, we had to walk all the way a whole block and come in the back gate. Then I go toward that front gate. And then if you be 10 minutes late, they'll send you back home. So, and my job while I was working was right at the front gate. And a few steps, I had to walk about a quarter of a mile to go around and then come back down to my job.
Now I'm going to ask you to tell that story again and say that one gate was for white, one was for colored. Could you do that again?
One for white, one for black. The front gate, the white people went in. They come out in and out it. And the black folks went all the way around and come down the back gate. Sure did. Sure Lord did. Then I go toward that front gate at all. But before I quit, you know, got retired, we all went together then. Sure was. So that will be right at my job sometimes. Yeah, I had done it a lot of times, you know, be late. The little whistle blow. That's how you get to the gate. Then you had to go on around. Well, you had to let you in that gate where I've been right at the job. But I had to go way around and then come back down to the whistle to go to work. Then I had to go back around and go home. That's true, line.
Did you have the same experience?
Yeah,
Sure did.
Could you talk about
us together, I didn't want to, at least I couldn't tell you all of that. He can, because I can say this much, when you just had to go around, it looked like it was a straight half a mile every bit, that mill, and then come back to our car.
Where did you live?
Crawford. About, let me see, 12, 8 miles out. 80.
You didn't live in the mill village then?
No.
Did any colored people live in the mill villages?
No. Sure didn't.
So the mill didn't furnish you with housing?
No. No transportation neither. No bus run. Every hour. We walk from the mill down here across the river over there. He didn't go to the mill. We had to go get to the work best way we could. That means sometimes it would be late, you know, and then I had to come back and wait till the last bus run to go home. We had a time, I ain't joking, we did. We sure did.
Now, could you talk about what happened when that changed, or has it changed?
Well, it changed since then. It changed. You just go anywhere all through it, anywhere you want to, and just all of us got a snack bar in every apartment. white in color, all that sat around the table and eat, and everything lovely over there now. But he been the devil over there, I ain't joking. Woo! Yes, sir.
Could you tell me when that change came and how it felt?
Well, it come a chain on that long, let's see, about 42. So everything was just went good. That's true. Everything was good. So did.
Do you remember when the Blue Eagle came in, the NRA with Roosevelt? Do you remember Roosevelt?
I do.
Talk about Roosevelt. Tell me about Roosevelt.
Oh, he was a nice fellow. He was. He brought on a big change. I was so glad. I'm telling you, I could have jumped that high. He's a nice guy. He was. That's true. So nice.
Tell me about it.
Oh, he was for the black folk. He was right with them. He sure was. He was right with them. He was that's all the way. He was. Nothing wrong with him. I wish he was there now.
Don't we all?
That's true. Sure do.
Did you ever write the Roosevelts?
Well, I know could write. I long when I was coming up, I couldn't go to school. My mom and dad had made us work in the field. And, I'd done that till I started working in the cotton field. I never could go to school. I had to get my education. So did.
Did you, sir? Did you get an education?
I was caught the devil.
So we had to work. That's true.
But I couldn't read and write. I had to do that. Well, what I, could understand. Tough, man. I had to come up the hard way.
Yeah, it wasn't like it then like it is now.
It was like he said, wasn't nobody but me and my mama.
Mm-hmm.
Well, couldn't go to school. When I got big enough to go to school, well, I had to go there to apply hands like that.
Mm-hmm.
50 cents a day, then done.
You sure did.
Come on up, like he said, come on up. We got big.
I'm sorry.
I had to
could
go
you
to work.
Tell us about that again, because the cameraman didn't quite get that. Tell about why you couldn't go to school.
Well, all right. Nobody take care of nobody but me and my mama, and wasn't nothing coming in. I had to do some kind of way to bring in to eat. See to my mama and myself getting something to eat.
So what'd you do?
Plowed for a white man. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
50 cents a day. But he gave me a dollar.
I'm on half, get him half for it and then pay your bills out of your half. Sure did.
About how big were you when you started plowing?
Huh?
How old were you when you started working?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. My mama ain't never told me. I asked for it like you asking me.
Mm-hmm.
I had asked Mama, people asking me, how old are you? You ain't never told, how old are you? Tell me you were born in March. Well, foot, I don't know no more than them. You understand, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me you were born in March. That's why I said she didn't know. I don't reckon.
Now, we were with a fellow yesterday who was showing us where the Ku Klux Klan used to operate. Do you have any remembrance of the Ku Klux Klan?
I sure do. I know several people what they went to the house and blindfolded them, had masks on, and brought them. You see that Ku Klux play right out here. No, ain't for them, That was way out there about. They got that man got a mama, the mom and the son and daughter, all out one house one night. Carried them off and beat them up and then left them right up there in the woods. Sure did. Nobody know who it was, nothing but they. Sure did.
This one.
I sure do. I remember that.
What's that? Okay, well, sorry.
I know.
Could you talk about the Klan?
The time.
The Klan.
Ku Klux,
Klan.
Ku Klux. You know the time when they beat Manny Tarver and Matt?
Yeah,
Did, you know, that's where you want you.
Yeah, well, I don't know nothing about it, but there's hood about it. There's hood that got beat up. That's all I can say about it.
That's what it was. That's who it was. So it did. The sketcher got out, but then nobody
Yeah.
knows, you know. So it did. So it did. And they really done that. Long that time, they was her son was messing around with a white woman, you know, and they found it out, and they got him and got his sister, and they got his mama too. His daddy was dead. And Cam brought him up from way out there across, right, up down that hill, and they killed him. So did.
You remember about when that was?
Let's see. That was somewhat long, about 20, about 30, long about 31, something like that. Sure, about 31. Yes, I can remember it. 31, 30.
Were the Klans people in the mill?
Well, I didn't know, hear nothing about them in the mill. I imagine it would, though, because didn't nobody know who it was. All of them was Klan that long them times, pretty well. So, didn't nobody know them.
What about the company guards in the mill? Did they have their own police?
They did. They sure did.
Tell us about that.
Well, they had two in our part, you know. They call them guards, you know. And here, when you got I come out, they were searching. See and see what you had in your pocket. You better them in your pocket. It carry you to jail. Yes, sir. He sure would. You couldn't come out that gate with nothing. Don't know what you can there. You had to show that when you walk in. Sure do. That's the way it was. We had a rough time up there.
Tell me about some of your bosses in the mill.
Well, Cecil Wallace, he dead now. I'm glad he is. He's a white guy. And he had been a dirty rascal. And Pat Crockett, he was pretty good, you know. He better than Cecil, but Cecil was, ooh, couldn't get along with that man no way. He couldn't satisfy him at all. And he was our overseer, you know. He regular walking. But Crockett, he was pretty good at time, but he was devil too. But he was better than him. That was a dirty white man. Yeah, everybody was glad when he died. I was. Yes, sir, I'm telling you true. Sure was.
Were there any black supervisors?
No, sir. No way. No, Lord. Not now. Sure wasn't. Not now. As long.
You worked in that mill until you were how old?
I retired at 62, and I worked about 2 years part time. You know, didn't take out nothing on my boss man. He liked me pretty good. He was devil too, but me and him got along pretty good. He used to call me. I go in and get up samples for him. You know, I help him get up some samples and stuff. Me and him made it pretty good at times. That's true. So it got on them 12 hours. I quit. Come on in. So I got the retirement check coming in.
Well, now your daughter's been telling us about all the work you've done since you retired. Could you tell us about that?
Well, I get up in the morning time, pick up cans, do my little carpentry work back there, and then I go there before they get out in the morning time and walk about 3 hours more and come back home. Sometimes I have about that many sacks, and then again I have 4 or 5. I keep them till I get a sack full. Told them slam over to the place where I sell them at. Sometimes I make about $3. I do that exercise, you know. I can't just sit down and hold my hand out.
Not when you're used to working.
Yeah, that's true.
Go hard with it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I do every morning. I get up, get my sack, hunt can.
She was telling me about you building onto this house. Could you talk about that?
Well, I hired some of it, you know, but the biggest of it, I did it, you know, because I wasn't able to, you know, pay the high price customers. Now, my friend up here, from that boy where you took his picture at, he had them old bricks. Now, he made me a good deal on them. He let me have $7 a hundred. Now, I bought 2,600 from him. And that was about the biggest expense I had. But the rest of it, you know, different ones, I come in and give me a little hang.
Okay, now both of you are retired. What do you want to do now? What do you see in your future?
Well, it ain't hardly nothing I wouldn't do if I were able. I ain't able to do nothing now. Yeah, this ain't able. I want to do things, but I just...
Now, could you go back and remember what it was like when you're first in the mill and just describe it to me, because I've never been in one of those places. So just tell me about the dust and the heat and so forth, okay?
Well, I worked down there in there about 5 years before they were putting the air conditioning in there. They had a window fans in the one in that heat, Lord, you go in there, before you change clothes and leave out the bathroom, be sweating. And they won't allow you to know the overseer had to turn the fan on, you know, said we too much air and knock the ends down, you know, too much air, they cut them off. You had to just raise one. Then after they put the air conditioning in, then they stopped all the windows, but he was about a year before they got through with air conditioning. We got caught the tip of the deal with that. That's we did that. Yeah, we did that.
Could you tell me about, did either one of you break bales in the picker room?
Bale of cotton?
Yeah.
I did. I did.
Could you tell me about that?
Well, you had one of them buggies, you know, what you push, you know, and go down and take it like the hen, and put it over on there and then shove it down and dump it out. And it had some hooks, you know, about that long. Plug in there and pull it loose while they hook that. Sometimes that bale of cotton, when you take them hook loose, you jump out there, you pull it, couldn't hardly reach around it. Then you had to go down there, fold it up, and then pick up a big piece like that thick, drop it in the hopper. Oh dear, I've done that for years.
Was that dusty, and was there a lot of lint in the air?
Oh yeah, that's why the dust started in the picker room, you call it. That's why the dust began, and then when you get ready to clean up that, you know, blow all that top down, it'd be stuff on that floor sometimes that thick. You know, you can't see. You know, it's in there. You had to do it. Oh dear.
I want to hold up 1 second.
Okay.
We'll roll them.
Okay, I want you to tell me again about what the picker room was like, because we had the wrong light on you then.
In the picker room, he had a big old hopper. They were long in that pickup there. But you throw the cotton in, had a big belt gate up back on the back. You throw the cotton in and got it, then go up on a wide belt till you get to That's what they call it. To clean that car. That's where all the dust come from. That in there. To get all that trash and stuff out. But then, one bale car, some of them weigh 600-700 pounds. And this one had to handle all them hoppers. You see, it was eight hoppers there. You had to keep them loaded. There's one that had to bring your cotton in, open it up, and beat them hoppers. 30 cents an hour.
Could you talk about the dust and the lint and what it was like to breathe it in?
Well, that dust, he run a lot of people, alarmed because I know some people that retired. They've been back, to the doctor for that dust alarm. That sure did. It damaged my ear a lot, that noise and stuff. Because you cut that noise down some though. It damaged my ear right now. I can hear little thing ringing in my ear right now.
That reason I can't hear
That's
good.
true. It'll get you.
Yeah, it's roaring in my head.
Oh yeah.
Have either one of you had any trouble with brown lung?
I hadn't. I sure didn't.
Yeah.
Sure didn't.
A lot of people have had that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You remember the company doctor?
His name was what that doctor name, Kurt?
Hmm?
What our doctor name was over there in the mill? What was his name?
The doctor?
Yeah. Dr. Newsom, that was him. Sure, that was him. Dr. Newsom, I forget him.
Did you ever use him or get to know him at all?
I used him. He was, that's about my family doctor. He was. So all the children working in the mill. He was doctor. Egan, Peanut, Musco, all of them. He took care of all of them. That's about his doctor.
Now, could you talk about how many children you've had?
15.
Could you just tell me what I had?
Hmm?
Start out from the beginning and just tell me about all your children, how many of you had and so forth.
Come and call the name?
Yeah.
See, one time when I was working in the mill on that, he told me sometimes, he told me to laugh at me. He told me about a couple of 2 or 3 weeks to get all them children names, age and stuff. And I finally get them now. Then I may miss some of them. Let's see, the oldest one named Elizabeth, and the next one is Mildred. The next one is Louis. No, huh?
Mary, her name is
Mary.
Mary. Mary Lowe.
Yeah, May Lowe. I forget. I told you I forget it.
Now, just tell me again how many. Just say I've had so many children. Go ahead.
15.
Just say I need to have you say. Well, I've had 15 children.
Well, I had 15 children. So did. Had a dad of 15.
How many of them worked in the mills?
All of them. Every one of them. Oh, yeah. I got all of them jobs there while I was working there.
Now, did your parents work in the mills? Your
No,
folks?
no, they no working in the
And your folks ever work in the mills? So you're both farm boys.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, yeah.
Well, now when you move, yeah.
Can I ask the gentleman on the left a question that there's not close up?
When you moved from the farm to the mill, was there anything you missed? Could you talk about moving? What it was like to move from the farm to the mill?
All I can say I was eating until I went to the mill. But when I went to the mill, I come out having a little money. That's why I wanted to get in there so bad. So